What's up, guys? Welcome back to I'm Joken, episode 8. And with me, I got myself, John, of course. Got my son, Kenny, and the warm welcome to the Poppy Shampoo, the Mike. He's
Let's
back.
go. Welcome back.
So, what's
Welcome
up to your
back.
fans, bro?
I'm back from COVID, boys.
Yeah, he had 2 weeks off.
I had to get quarantined for COVID.
Speaking of COVID, we're mostly vaccinated. I got my first shot. Well,
Finally, let's do a little round of applause. Little
thank you,
round of
thank you.
applause.
I got paid to take it, actually.
Let's go.
Like
Free
my
money.
job that has paid me to get it. Like they're paying
That's
me
great.
4 hours for the first shot and another 4 hours for the second shot.
Do they pay for your transportation?
No, they just gave me 4 hours. I mean, I did it down the block, so it was like I walked.
Because Target, like how they doing it, they'll pay for your like let's say you're at work and
Mhm.
you schedule an appointment during your work shift, they'll pay you out for the rest of your shift. Pay
That's
you
pretty good.
pay a lift to go
Oh
take you
shit.
and then take you home.
That's
Oh,
good money.
nice. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I got my second shot finally. My arm was killing me. My body was a little sore, but we made it.
Which
We made
one?
it.
Which one did you get?
Moderna.
Okay, I got Pfizer, so I don't know what's gonna happen with my second shot.
I
Well, I
took
hope you don't turn into a fucking reptile.
y'all are pussy because I took the Johnson & Johnson for not taking the one shot one.
I don't think we
Ooh,
were even offering it at my job yet.
I
in-
took I took the one that I might mutate.
interesting. So we have all three variants of the vaccine.
So we'll see who dies first. That's how you got to determine what vaccine
Yeah.
to get.
You're not gonna
Yeah,
catch me for another maybe 20 years because I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
dude. Every day I wake up, I try every single power and see if like, do I have electricity? Can I fly?
I
I'm
think at some point you're just gonna have to jump off the top of your building and just hope for the best.
no.
Because a lot of times people's powers come in high stress scenarios. You just gonna have to give it a shot, bro.
I'm gonna just let life just take a toll. If it happens, it happens.
That's it. Exactly. Exactly.
Did y'all
But
have any side effects of the vaccine?
I felt the like where I injected it. I felt it a little bit, but that's all I've had.
For the first time I felt the same way. My arm was pretty sore. The second one, I was out of commission for like 2, 3 days. And it wasn't nothing bad. But I took the opportunity. Obviously, I got off early from work, so I
Mm.
took the opportunity with a grain of salt. And then I didn't go to like practice and shit for a little bit because my lower back was hurting. My knees, like my legs in general, they were just killing me, bro. So I was stuck in bed watching movies and videos, and it was a nice little relaxing 2, 3 days.
Oh no, when I took the Johnson, that shit was worse than when I had COVID.
Really?
Yeah, I know you said that shit was crazy for you.
I had the day of getting it, I was fine. The day after, the morning of, I woke up, I was good. 2 hours later, like my arm started to hurt, like my arm to my pec started hurting. Then I got the craziest headache. Then I had the
Damn.
craziest. Then I had a fever for a day. That was literally the fever, the headache,
Oh no,
the headache, and the arm to like chest pain was a day.
my boy
Then
had the trifecta.
the second day, I didn't have a fever. I still had the headache and the arm pain. The third day, I just had the arm pain. I didn't have the headache anymore.
My head was definitely busting, bro. But I'm never one to complain about headaches. I don't usually get them, but that shit had my head busting.
Well, I get my second shot on a Wednesday, so if you see me all shitty on April 29th, you know why.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask you like how to go. You're probably not gonna feel anything. And what I heard for anybody listening out there who plans on taking any vaccine soon, for the second dose, you're supposed to take like Advil or Tylenol. I think Tylenol they said was good for it. You
Hmm.
take it as a precautionary, so you take it beforehand, like an hour before, and then you
Okay.
take it every 4 hours. So it's supposed to like really reduce the side effects. And like everybody at my job had taken it, and they were all telling me the same thing, like, oh, make sure a lot of fluids, a lot of water, and Tylenol. And I listened, but I didn't take it beforehand because I didn't have time to get any because I
Yeah.
went straight from work, so I didn't have time to get any. And then I didn't take it. I took the shot at like 10, and I didn't take my first Advil or Tylenol till like 6. So I let whatever take its toll on my body, and then by the time I took it, it was kind of just suppressing it.
Hmm.
But I think that you should definitely use it as like precaution.
All right, I'll do that because I got it at 10 a.m. So maybe the day before I'll get some Advil. You said
Yeah,
Tylenol's
just
better.
grab it. Yeah, Tylenol extra strength. You could pop 2 the first time and then 1 after that. Every 4 hours.
In terms of life updates, I got a new iPad.
Yeah, yes,
You
sir.
know, I
Did
bought
you
some.
need it?
I didn't need it, but you know, you gotta live your best life.
Do you
All
ever
right.
really need any new Apple products? No. Are you gonna
No,
get them? Probably.
probably. You know, it came out like in last year, maybe like 6 months
Yeah.
ago. But you know,
Okay. Hmm.
what's up?
How old was your last iPad,
A year.
bruh?
Nah, maybe like 2 years. But there's nothing
Oh
wrong with
man.
it. I just wanted a
Right.
bigger iPad.
So when you have
For
a
sure.
kid
For sure.
and when he becomes 2 years old, you're just gonna trade him in. You're like, ah, we need a new
I don't
one.
want
Throw him
this
in.
anymore. Too
No,
many miles. I
he
don't want this.
grows on his own. You know, that's part of
I
the
feel that.
that's one of the
He's like,
features.
his walking development is taking too long. I don't want this one.
Like
I don't need this.
I updated the software. What's going on here?
Right. Yo, that's exactly how I felt, bro. I don't know if we talked about it last podcast, but I got a new phone
Oh yeah.
and yeah. So I got a new phone, I got a new watch. And it's like I didn't need it, but I definitely wanted a better battery life and a bigger screen, especially for something like a phone that you carry at all times. And most of the time with my shitty battery on my 10s, I was stuck to a charger. Like wherever I went, it was always, oh, I need my phone charged, or I have to charge my phone all day at work. So that was the main reason why I got a new phone.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
honest, go
I'm
ahead,
still
Mike.
rocking the iPhone
7
7
Plus.
Plus.
You still got a home button,
Fe-
kid.
Featuring my girl Ashley Goyette.
You still got a home button. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I look at people who don't have the home button as damn, you guys suck. You can't touch your
Hell
phone.
no.
It's a lot better, I think.
My phone reads my face.
Yeah, like I
That's
don't
the
even
government.
have to think about like just unlocking it. But I'm gonna sell my old iPad to Kenny because he wants to use the pen and stuff.
Yes, sir. That's a good cop right there.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I got this for like half for free because most of the money that I use on the iPad stuff, I got it from Bitcoin, like my saving,
Gotcha.
my earnings of Bitcoin.
Right.
So it's kind of free.
Yeah, that's a good deal, bro. Honestly, for something that like, your Bitcoin just makes money while you sleep, technically.
Yeah,
So just taking a little bit of that and using it towards something that you're actually gonna use, like that's a pretty good investment.
yeah, I sold all my Bitcoin, but I still have my Dogecoin because I'm hoping that in 2 years it reaches $1,000 and I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, bro. Take me on a vacation.
All my homies going on vacation.
Let's
I
go.
haven't even checked that shit.
It's
I didn't invest in anything, to be honest.
it's in like I saw it at 6 cents the other day, which is an improvement because it's been
What
stuck
did
at
it
five
start at?
cents.
3? It started at 3?
So like a year ago, it was like less than a penny. So people bought like a whole bunch of shit. I think Mike bought some too when it was less than a penny, right?
Yeah, like when that shit hit, like, what was the high point for it?
7 cents, maybe 8.
Yo, when that shit hit 7, 8 cents, I was up like $700, $800 on that shit.
That's good. That's really good.
So if it would have hit 1,000, I think I'd be very comfortable.
I
Or
did the
maybe-
I did the math. So if it hits 1,000, I would have 3 million.
So I'll probably have a shit ton.
Bro,
How much
we
would I have?
out.
How much would I have?
Buy a mansion.
How many do you have?
Dogecoin, I have 6,877 Dogecoin.
6,700,000.
Sheesh.
You'd be really
Bro,
comfortable.
I need a mansion and a car. Just remember me when y'all blow up.
Now let me ask you
I'm-
something. If you had the 6 million, do you still work at Target?
I'd work a day, and if someone pisses me off, that's when I'm just walling out on someone.
You're like, I don't need this shit. I got 6 million. Got it.
Like
feel that.
I'll tell you a story that happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, I work as a security guard at Target, and 2 of my friends work with me. And some lady got offended that we were like following her or whatever, which we weren't even following her. So happened to be in a wheelchair. She's just like talking crap, and we're just like, "Miss, have a good day." So she looks over to my friend Ian, and she looked at him and said, "That's why your shoes are crusty." And immediately, me, Jalen, and Ian just instantly we decided to be mature, because what we wanted to say was, or what I wanted to say was, the reason why his shoes are crusty is because he actually has to use them. You can't use your sneaker. Your sneakers are gonna be fresh because can't get out the chair.
If her sneakers were crusty, you needed to literally throw her ass out of that wheelchair because she can walk at that point.
Get her Mario Kart ass out of there.
Yeah, I believe in miracles, bro. She definitely could walk.
So I probably curse somebody out, honestly, and then quit. You know what I do? I'd buy that pink house on the water, Kenny.
On the water, we'd be neighbors.
I'd buy that pink house from the couple.
You have to buy that pink house and a boat.
Nah, a boat is a waste. That's a waste of money.
Yeah, it literally eats your money. I've heard a lot of bad things about buying boats.
Like,
I think it really depends on where you live at. Because somewhere like really tropical, you get use out of it all year.
You get use out of it, but it I watched the Joe Rogan podcast and they were talking about like Conor McGregor bought like a fucking $100 million yacht, like a super yacht.
Yeah,
And it's like you're literally wasting money because you have to pay a docking fee. You have to pay for a crew to live on it all year, so you have to pay their salary. Yeah, there has to be people on the boat at all times.
Gotcha.
So you're paying a bunch of people's salary to live on a boat that it's basically their house. You just use it when they're not there, so they could be drinking your shit, using your shit, and you don't even know about it.
Well, that's different, bro. I didn't say go get a mega yacht.
No, but I'm
saying on the water.
Literally, if you get a yacht,
but yeah, I get it. Yeah,
it's literally a waste of money. Like
there's like a lot of maintenance.
There's no point to getting one.
I feel that.
I'm
not gonna lie, bro. If I had the money, I'd still get a boat. Just to say I have a boat. Like whatever.
I'd rent one. I don't think I'd want to own one.
I don't know about rent. I mean, how many times a year are you gonna rent it? For that, you just own it.
Nah, I feel like I don't know.
I would say it depends where you
Check this out. How about this? You buy the yacht. Let's say a yacht, you rent it out to other people, right?
Like an Airbnb type of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
A boat
bro,
B&B.
Exactly.
An air sea at sea.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna make our own home away from home kind of website, our own Airbnb kind of website. We're gonna take licensing on that. We're gonna be collecting money from our website because other people are gonna rent their boats. And bro, come on, this is patent pending. Nobody could take this. We're gonna copyright this.
We'll call it Boat to Loan.
Ooh, boat to loan.
Oh, actually, that's even better than because I said boat alone, but boat to loan.
Boat to loan. There it is.
All right.
What a $1 million idea.
So, Kenny, you wanted to talk about the new anime you were watching?
Yeah, guys. So, as everybody here in the podcast, we're pretty big fans of anime, and I haven't been into anime for super long, and I haven't really watched many of the OGs. I try to get into them. Long story short, it didn't really captivate me, especially those older ones are like super super long.
Right.
But right now I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm like really enjoying every minute of it. I think it's a dope ass show.
It's a really good one. I watched it too.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it. Like it consumes a lot of my time, and that's coming off of the high from Hunter x Hunter, which if you guys have been on the podcast for a little bit and watching any episode, I always make references to it. I really love that anime. All the arcs is even if one of the last arcs, the Chimera Ant arc, is super like lengthy, and I feel like it's a lot of filler. And I do have my problems with the show, but overall, that was like my go-to. But I really enjoy what I'm watching now. And once I'm done, I heard that they're also coming out with a movie soon, so I'm looking forward to that.
So what happened to Attack on Titan? You didn't like it?
My thing with Attack on Titan, I do like it. But I think I was talking to Myra about it. Is the one thing that I like about any new show, regardless of the genre that I watch or invest my time in. I like something that the characters are like gonna captivate me, and I'm like actually gonna, feel for them or like empathize with them maybe. Right. I just want the characters to make me care about what I'm watching, right?
Right.
And I'm not at the point in Attack on Titan yet that I truly care because everything happens so fast. Right. Like I feel like over the course of 6 20-minute episodes, all this huge plot and world building shit happened, and I'm still sitting here wondering if I even care about them, about anybody in the show. And I do like the characters. I like the concept, and I haven't really gotten like I'm on the verge of like a super mind fuck within the show.
Yeah.
I just haven't given it that second chance yet, and it hasn't been that long either. I just haven't given it my time to unravel the story that's coming.
Fun
Um,
fact.
yeah,
I didn't like Jujutsu Kaisen the first like go I had with it. Like the first one I was watching with like two of my friends, Andrew and Ian,
yeah,
and I was like, I don't really feel it. So then I restarted it, and I was
yeah.
actually paying attention to it, and I was like, all right,
Right.
it's kind of good. It's really good.
Honestly, I like the concept. Like it's just it's I can't say enough good things about it. And like I said, I'm looking forward to what the future holds for the show.
Speaking of anime and stuff, well, what's up, Mike?
I just are we gonna talk about like our favorite anime?
Yeah, go for it.
You know, the only anime I really fuck with that I wish Kenny would watch. If he
Well,
might
Yu
come
Yu
to like come to
Hakusho.
someone.
You fuck with
Yu
two
Yu Hakusho.
animes.
Well, Dragon Ball Z, but
It's the the most popular one. It's still anime.
but I think Yu Yu Hakusho is so much like I just like the character development in that and
No,
just like
it's good. It is really good, and I did listen to your recommendation. But again, it's one of those old school ones, I'm not to say I don't like the artwork, but like to watch shows like coming off of Hunter,
It needs the
with
Hunter x
like
Hunter
really,
treatment.
yeah, like that really well polished animation. Like I enjoy that a lot.
Because they did it with Hunter x Hunter because it came out in the 90s and they remade it.
Exactly,
They need to do that with
exactly,
Yu Yu Hakusho. 'Cause a lot of people
for
want it.
sure,
that show,
100%.
bro. It's so good. Like the one-liners are like Yusuke is probably one of the best like protagonists in anime. He's so good.
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny as hell.
Speaking of anime and stuff, I want to just give a quick shout out to Invincible on Amazon Prime. That show is
Yeah.
fucking good.
I
Like,
know. I watched the first episode. I agree. What?
you watched?
Did you finish it though?
Yeah, I'm up to episode 4.
Gotcha. Okay.
You saw the
What
first
do you feel about
episode?
it so far? Yeah, I saw the first episode. Yeah.
Bro, tell me the first episode is not just like Dead as the Boys.
No, literally, bro. That's exactly the vibes that I got off of it. Exactly the vibes.
Like, I at first I was like, it's just another superhero show. And
Yeah.
it's like I didn't really care about it because like I don't know who Invincible is. I don't know who all these people
Right.
are. So I was
Right.
like, I don't really care for it. But I gave it a shot. I was like, all right, let me watch one episode of it. What a fucking ending!
You know what? You know what too? It actually gave me like the Harley Quinn show vibes on the
Yeah.
DCU. It gave like the animation especially because at first when I saw the two villains like at the very beginning of the show, it
Mhm.
reminded me of damn, I forgot his name, the shapeshifter from
Clayman. I think it's Clayman.
Clayman, exactly. It reminded me exactly of him. Clayface, I think it was.
Clayface. Yeah, that's what his name is.
Who
yeah.
was
If you guys want like a good show on Amazon Prime to watch, Invincible's pretty good. It has like the boys vibes. If you like
And
the
if you haven't
boys,
seen The Boys, that is top tier TV right there, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, the boys and Amazon Prime's doing their thing. There's 2
They are
shows
doing
so
their
far
thing.
that I watch.
I've still yet to watch The Boys.
Bro, you have to
That's
get
a damn
on that.
shame.
You
I
have to get on
I
that.
like to watch shows when they're completely done. Like I'd say, and then segueing probably into our next segment or eventually into one of our segments. Like WandaVision, that was like one of the very few shows that I watched on a week-to-week basis. Captain, whatever his name is, Winter Soldier and the Falcon.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Whatever that name is at this point. I literally can't watch that show like week
Well,
to week. I'm
sir,
just gonna wait for it to
You're
binge.
gonna have to catch up for next week. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. You're
That's
missing
kinda-
out, bro.
That's kind of like the whole thing of this podcast. It's talking about the
it's
weekly
been-
episodes.
I'll give my review of it as a binge compared to week. I can't watch that show.
I definitely recommend at least catching up to what we got now and then maybe binging
Right.
the rest of the
It is
season when
6
it comes out,
episodes.
but-
It's not that big of a.
What are we on?
I didn't-
4? We're on 4.
Yeah, we're on 4.
I didn't like the first episode.
I mean, you don't like the first episode of WandaVision.
No, but the first 2 was like back to back. I'm like, all right.
Okay, that's like the
Let's see.
same length as
Yeah,
one
let's
of.
see what the
Yeah,
third one
right.
gives me.
So you're not doing the same thing with this show. You gotta give it more episodes.
I didn't like at least WandaVision. Like it kept me interested. I was watching that show and I was just so bored. Like I was bored watching it. I'm like, what am I doing?
I think that you have to give it a chance because both characters become more badass, and I didn't even think that was possible for Bucky. But
I just didn't like.
Yo,
But I
Zemo's my
just don't
favorite
like.
character.
wait, no
Yo,
spoilers, no
It's
spoilers.
not even a. He's in a trailer.
Yeah,
How
he
is
in the
that?
trailer.
How is that a
You have
spoiler?
to watch the show, bro. You have to watch the
bro,
show.
It's in the trailer. That's not a spoiler.
I don't watch the trailer either. I didn't watch no trailers.
Oh,
I'm just gonna go.
I'm sorry, sir. This is we talk about Marvel
I'm,
stuff here.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
this
go
is
without
spoiler
any knowledge.
territory.
But speaking of Marvel stuff, that Loki trailer came out, and it's looking to be another WandaVision.
Yeah,
In terms of like, I watch an episode, I'm like, what just happened? Let me watch 6 hours worth of YouTube videos.
absolutely. I mean, honestly, that's become second nature for almost anything we watch. We have to watch other people's opinions on it. We have to see if they caught on to what we caught on. But definitely, like, this show just looks like just super fun, bro. Like, it just looks like however many episodes length, it looks like that much fun. Every episode looks action packed.
It looks like
And Loki's just a great character.
yeah, he's like one of the best villains in Marvel. And I feel like they're gonna sprinkle like a lot of like little breadcrumbs for the future.
Definitely.
So I look forward to it.
What I wanted to say, a main question that arose for me, because I don't know if it was that maybe they had said it in the trailer and I just didn't pick up on it.
Yeah.
But what exactly is Loki becoming a part of the? I think it's a Time Bureau or something like that. Because I think Time Bureau is DC. But becoming an agent for the Time Bureau, like what exactly are they fighting? What exactly do they want Loki to defend or stop from happening? I don't really get the premise.
They kind of hinted at in the trailer. Basically they call like, do you believe in this variant of Loki? So that's what I kind of think. I think there's like multiple versions of him, and then the ones that you see is not the same person that you're seeing. Like it's not the same Loki.
That would be pretty dope. I know that they showed like a clip, and it was basically with the voiceover lines. They were talking about Loki breaking time, and it was kind of just like a whole bunch of trees branching out from this main timeline. So that does make a lot of sense. That's kind of like a multiverse kind of idea there.
Right. Also, another thing that
what's bad to go back to that because I didn't really watch that trailer either. So that he's working for like a time force, you can say, right?
Time Bureau, yeah.
So why wouldn't they go after the Avengers? Didn't they just break all the rules of time?
I think because when the Avengers did it, they put the stones at the exact same moment that they were gone.
Which they took them, right?
So they took them, and then like a second later, they put it back.
Right.
Because you can just time travel to the exact same moment. But what Loki did was he took the Tesseract and he dipped out. He was like, I'm out.
Yeah, he disappeared.
So I think that's what kind of like messed things up. But if you think about it, it was kind of more like Hulk's fault. Like Hulk kind of fucked it up.
Completely.
But they don't want to give Hulk his own series, so they did it to Loki.
Honestly, wasn't there some drama around Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk? Like, were they planning on replacing him or something like that?
I didn't hear anything about that.
No,
I could be wrong in what I read into, but I thought that they were having problems with Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. We'll definitely look into that for next episode. We'll come back to this topic.
So speaking of Marvel stuff, this is like the last Marvel story. So I actually got this topic today, and I read it like I think it was on IGN. So for the next year, it says reportedly the multi-year contract starts with Sony's 2020. Yeah. So basically, every Spider-Man movie that starts from next year will go to Netflix first.
That's crazy.
Like right after the movie theater is gonna go to Netflix first. And I'm like,
that's dope. That's dope.
I'm like, it kind of bothers me because the only thing that's missing from Disney Plus is the Spider-Man movies. Like they couldn't just.
I feel that. I just hope that they don't price hike Netflix.
Oh, they definitely
they've already went up in the past like year or two, like $3.
It's a yearly thing.
Well, I'm
Like,
just glad Sony didn't make their own streaming service like every other company.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine without that, bro. Don't even talk that into existence. I can't afford to pay for more subscriptions per month.
yeah, bro.
I just think it's literally Sony's like little fu to Disney. Like, yeah, we still own Spider-Man. We could do what we want with him.
I feel that.
It's annoying, but whatever. They can do whatever they want. I'm still pissed about it. Also, that another thing that happened is HBO is gonna go back to the usual programming thing with next year, where instead of putting on HBO Max the movie, they're gonna go to the movie theaters for like 45 days, and they're gonna go to a streaming service. Which I always thought it was 90 days, so I guess they might have like shortened it.
Right.
Cause I've been waiting for Tenet for like I don't even know how long.
It's
Like
been
6 months.
yeah, it's been I wasn't it like November, December, somewhere around there?
Yeah, we're in April, so it's been like 6
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, it has to be for sure. Which was a great movie, by the way, if anybody's interested in watching it.
Oh yeah,
It
I'm
was a
definitely gonna
great
watch
movie.
it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like it's probably worth the rent. The only thing that I would say is don't walk away from the movie expecting to have your questions answered.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say. No spoilers.
And one more topic that I had that I picked up was, well, that you guys are interested in, that MLB The Show 21 is coming to Game Pass.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Like
Definitely
that.
looking forward to that.
Oh, oof! This is where I shine. Anybody that wants an ass whipping, come April 20th, come find me on Xbox at Prada Relish.
What do you guys think about that? It's dope that it's finally coming to Xbox and it's also coming to Game Pass.
Honestly, bro, we've been missing a baseball game from Xbox for what is it, 6 or 7 years now?
K
14.
14 when David
Yeah.
Price was last on the cover. I literally bought a PlayStation 4 just for that game.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I read PlayStation
you go.
people are pretty tight because we
Yeah.
get
Oh,
it for
of
like
course.
$1 and they have to pay $70 for the game plus tax.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, the one thing that I do like about the Game Pass is that they do have some really quality games on there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not bad. Like, I mean, 15 a month, you're kind of the way that I see it, which is it might not be worth the investment for me,
Mm-hmm.
but the way I see it is that you pay 15 a month to rent the game, and then once you're done or you don't want to have Game Pass anymore, you no longer have rights to that game. The only plus side to having Game Pass, and correct me if I'm wrong, John, is that if you purchase a Game Pass subscription, you also get Xbox Gold.
If you get the ultimate version, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're basically paying half the price for actual internet access, playing other games online, and then the other half you're paying for an almost because they have a pretty extensive catalog, but you're paying for an almost unlimited selection of games. So that's pretty dope.
Ooh, fun fact. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but on like Android, you can play like the Game Pass games without your Xbox, like right on the game on the Android with controls and stuff.
That's pretty dope.
And it's coming to iOS.
Oh
So
shit.
the show is gonna be on streaming for like Game Pass. So you'll
That's
be
pretty
able to
cool.
play it on your phone without like
I
a
think
controller.
the best experience you're gonna get out of that is playing maybe on like a Apple TV or the Android TVs that they have that come with controllers.
I feel like at that point you might as well
That'll be
just play on
pretty
your
dope.
Xbox.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if you have an Apple TV, that's different. Like for me, I have an Xbox in one room and I only have a TV in the other. So like if
Right.
I had an Apple TV, like that would be pretty dope. I just lay in bed and I can play games like that. I mean, that's cool. That just the fact that they're integrating it, that's dope.
Yeah. I'll
Uh,
definitely try it out.
I'm just happy that game is coming to Game Pass, even though I still bought the deluxe edition after the news of it coming to Game Pass, just because I play that game so much. I wanted all
But
the extra.
you
Did you get the
pre-ordered it?
Did you get the discount? Because every game on did you buy it before the Game Pass thing?
No, once it got announced to Game Pass, I bought it.
Okay, because every game on Game Pass is a discount of
So
10%.
I'll tell you, I bought the deluxe, super deluxe edition. I'll tell you right now how much it cost me. Let me check my email.
That's like one of the good things with Game Pass is like Any games that's in it, if you want to own it, they give you like a 10% discount, and it goes up the longer it's there.
That's pretty dope. I
Mhm.
know Gears has been there for
I don't
mad
think
long.
I don't think I did because it is
It's probably a pre-order. Maybe that's why.
yeah because it's 99, so like 108 I paid for it.
Oh.
But
Um,
with the deletion, you get 4 days early access.
Oh, that's cool. That's
oh,
cool right
you have to
there.
play on the 16.
Yeah, and
That's
then you
not
get
bad.
for like they have like a my team. You get like 5.99 overalls. So I'm like I'm gonna
I
go ham.
wouldn't say worth it, but definitely cool.
For people who play like I played it, like I literally bought a subscription to PlayStation Plus for this
Just for
game,
that.
just to play like the online mode and that.
Yeah.
Like I for me, this is like I've been dying for this game, and it's
Speaking of,
like and my bad because I just want to
Mhm.
go on.
Yeah, go
The
ahead.
thing- It's not that it's Sony Studios, but it's MLB who produced the game. So
Right.
MLB Xbox made that deal so they could go to Game Pass so more they can
Yeah,
get more people to Xbox.
Right. For
That's
sure.
why like Sony really can't do anything about that.
it was smart. It was weird seeing. I saw a trailer for MLB, and it was like
Yeah.
Xbox, and then
Yeah.
PlayStation. I'm like, that is weird.
Not for sure. Just seeing a baseball game advertised for Xbox, like I said, it's an anomaly at this point. It's been so long that we haven't had one.
Game Pass works, bro. Like that Outriders game that just came out. So many people try to play it that it just crashed the whole server.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know you were telling me about it. How was it?
It's a pretty fun game. I kind of lost like my drive to play video games lately,
Yeah,
and
I
it
feel
sucks
that,
because
bro.
it's a game I will like because it's Destiny and Gears put together. But I mean, I'm still playing it.
Just
It's
saying
just not
that.
as much.
Just by saying that, I definitely have to try it out. I know I think my live expires in like a week or two. So I'm definitely gonna get the Game Pass Ultimate.
But speaking of sports, Mike, you wanted to talk about the Jake Paul fight? Mike,
What happened?
you wanted to talk about the Jake Paul fight?
So again, I'm a person who likes a lot of podcasts. So I follow the Impulsive podcast with Jake Paul and Mike Majak.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so they had I didn't get to watch the episode yet. They had Ben Askren on it. If you don't know who Ben Askren is, you probably know him as the guy who got knocked out in 5 seconds by Jorge Masvidal with the flying knee, the
Mm-hmm.
most viral UFC clip. But prior to that, he was undefeated NCAA Division I wrestler who killed in his previous place of work for one championship. Literally undefeated for I think like like at least 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's crazy.
So he's gonna fight Jake Paul, and now this is mixing in the world of celebrity boxing
Right.
and MMA fighting. So I'm just kind of hoping that literally Ben Askren makes a fool out of this guy Jake Paul, so we can just stop with the comparisons. Because if Jake Paul wins this fight, I already know he's gonna call out Conor McGregor, and it's just gonna get worse from there.
Well, he's already been calling him out, right?
He's been calling him out, but then he's gonna be like, I can beat a UFC fighter.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel
And
that.
Ben Askren is not the best person at striking. If you look up highlights of this man, he literally cannot throw a punch.
So you think they're setting it up to kind of catapult Jake's
No,
career?
no. I think like, and if you guys will watch if you guys seen the pre-fight or the promo for the fights, like literally Ben Askren, they're doing a face off, and Ben Askren like literally mushes Jake Paul's face with his hand, and Jake Paul like slaps his belly. Like it's the stupidest thing ever. But I just hope that Ben Askren destroys this man, so we never have to hear from him ever again.
What's the name of his brother? The older Paul?
Logan Paul.
Wasn't he into this stuff too? Like, wasn't he like a
Logan
fighter?
Paul does boxing. Logan Paul does boxing, but he's supposed to fight Floyd Mayweather, which is crazy to me too.
Yeah, that's insane.
But like Jake Paul is not a bad athlete. He does have some. He's for his age, he can pick up and he can actually do something if he really wants to take it seriously. Like he does have good motion and good footwork, all that. But he's fighting like he knocked out Nate Robinson. Yeah, Nate Robinson's an NBA player, but you're not an amateur boxer.
Right.
That's why this fight, even though Ben Askren is a UFC fighter, let's see what happens.
Damn, that's crazy. They started off as just YouTubers, and now they're badass boxers and MMA fighters.
They definitely forced their way into that shit. Like,
They really did. It was first what it was with that other YouTuber. I forgot his
oh,
name.
KSI.
Yeah, it was KSI, right? They had a fight with him.
KSI and
Yeah.
something Manny, whatever the other guy's name is.
That's crazy.
But I don't know. It was crazy. I like Jake Paul. I like Logan Paul more now than I didn't watch any of his shit when he was a YouTuber. I like his podcast is actually really interesting.
I
Yeah,
actually never watched any of the
they're
videos.
always surrounded by controversy, bro. They're always in the middle of some
I
bullshit
don't
in
know. I
Hollywood.
feel like Logan hasn't. I feel like Logan is the more calm one. I actually like his
Bro,
podcast.
the reason why Logan got off of YouTube for a little bit was because he went
To the Suicide
into
Forest.
yeah, into the suicide forest, right?
But ever since that, like, if y'all watch, he has really like interesting guests on his podcast, and then his co-host, who dated Lana Rhodes. That was the only reason why I followed him.
His name Mike, it too.
Mike Malak.
Hmm.
He came out with a book that's actually really interesting, like because he talks about his story with dealing with depression, and he was basically a crackhead in
Oh
Connecticut.
shit.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
But his book is really good.
All right. You know when the fight is?
April 11th. I'm not promoting that shit. I do not want nobody to spend their money on that shit. If you could stream that shit.
It's gonna be
But
like on ESPN.
nah, it's on something called Thriller. What's that? What's that app? It's called
Triller?
Thriller.
Triller?
Yeah, Triller. Yeah. Triller's the main people who's promoting it.
Oh, they actually got into the world of sports, right?
So
Triller, yeah.
the people who hosted the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones fight,
Yeah.
who sponsored it and ran everything, same people.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's gonna be like a good entertainment. Like if you got nothing else to do on a Saturday, it'll be
Right, right.
entertainment value. Go for it.
Mhm.
But if you're watching it for sports, you're wasting your time.
Wasn't
I feel
wasn't
that.
the Paul versus KSI fight like 3 seconds? Like
Nah, no,
wasn't one of those fights like a really big disappointment with the Paul brothers?
it was the Nate Robinson fight where everybody thought that Nate Robinson was gonna be Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake Paul because he's
Yeah.
an NBA athlete. But
Mhm.
Jake Paul does have some boxing skills. And
He trained OD for that fight.
he trained. No. If you train in boxing, if you dedicate some time, obviously you're gonna have some skill over someone who.
Right.
Granted, he's an athlete, but someone who has experience, you're gonna know what to do.
Mhm.
And, he,
Rather,
and Robinson had been away from the game for a bit, so it wasn't like I'm sure he wasn't in his top shape.
no,
You know?
he's in good shape. Like he plays in China and shit, but like you're fighting against a guy who has professional trainers training him in boxing. So it's not like
Right.
he's just a scrub.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I mean, I probably won't watch it, but good for him. This dude went
Absolutely.
from like a YouTuber to having a main event and shit. Good for him.
They know how
Honestly,
to
That's where the
market.
money at. He
That.
making the money.
he's marketing the shit out of himself.
Yeah, like you gotta, I guess, just be. It's like a Floyd Mayweather fight. I know we're talking about sports a lot, but a lot of people. Granted, Floyd is one of the best boxers ever, but it's like a lot of people pay to see Floyd Mayweather fights because they wanted to see him lose.
Right.
Like people
But
cannot.
I feel like that's the same thing with McGregor. Like a lot of people hate him, and they're like, "Oh, you know, let's."
Cocky, and he's lost already. But it's just like people hate Floyd, and it's just like, and people will go for a random box like Victor Ortiz, who sucks, and people
Right.
are rooting for him just because they don't want to see this man win. So I think
Yeah.
that's the fact that the Paul brothers had. People hate them so much that they would pay to see them lose.
Right. Yeah, I feel that.
They just want to see them get punched in the face.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm out of topics. You guys have anything you want to talk about real quick before we go?
I don't think so, man.
Currently watching WrestleMania.
How's
Yeah,
that?
Mike has been watching that shit in the background forever.
That trying to think what else. No,
Oh, I will say something.
What's
If
that?
you now for our visual our guys who are watching our video on YouTube, we actually plugged our socials in, and if you guys were to follow us, we're constantly doing polls on our Instagram stories asking you guys what topics you'd like us to cover.
Oh yeah.
or interesting things like that. So if you don't mind, obviously dropping a follow if you want to be a little bit more involved in the podcast. We'll shout out who the question came from, and then we'll do our best to answer it, in detail.
Yeah, just drop a comment, a question in the comment section. We'll read it out loud, shout you out and stuff, and you get to be kind of like a part of the podcast, one of the boys.
One of the boys.
But I'm good. We can call it a show.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching episode 8 of the I'm Joking podcast.
We
will
appreciate you guys.
be back with you next week. Take care and be safe.